Hello guys, so it's been a while since I made a video. I know I was gonna be consistent about it, so I thought, but this is just my process and this is how I work. So it's been like a little bit over a month now with my healing process and how I spoke about how I was on dialysis and what I would be doing to heal. And pretty much, let me just give you a quick update of what just happened from today, the news that I just found out. And it seems like now my days from dialysis from going from 3 weeks, 3 times a week, sorry, to now possibly just one or coming off completely. Um, Honestly, I know that there's been a lot of factors that has helped aid my healing process and and I mean about the foods that I eat, which is vegan. I'm talking about, you know, certain supplements that I've been taking and just being focused, you know, meditation and yoga. I've been just implementing all the most holistic things you can possibly do to heal. And I just have something to say, and I want to be very clear about what I mean. Yes, these things, going vegan helps so much. Yes, taking certain herbal remedies helps so much. And yes, of course, meditation and yoga, any functions of the body you're moving constantly is helpful and it is there for you to help you. But ultimately, you cannot heal if you are in the vibration of doubt. What I mean by that is there's no mistake in why it is that you might be feeling sick or going through any life experience that is negative. Because it is literally a resonance with what you're feeling. And now you think about, why would I want to feel that I'm sick or being diseased or whatever it may be? But I'm not consciously saying, the more I think about, I don't want to be sick, I don't want to be sick, the universe is not responding to I don't. It just keeps responding to what it is that you're constantly thinking about. So I have an inner conflict and an inner fear that my self, my conscious self, gives attention to the things that I don't want sometimes, you know, and that fear of getting sick. In the moment I'm getting the fear of getting sick, what is it that happens to me is exactly what it is that I don't want, which is getting sick. It's been a process for me throughout the years because this has obviously been years of dealing with this realization that I'm creating my own reality. It's the same way as everyone is creating their own reality, whether they know it or not. It is the state of frequency that you are in, that you're emitting, that you're attracting, period. You know, I was in a state where I was first very sick and I got myself to that point of being very sick and me being desperate to get out of it and me trying all these things to not feel and, you know, pretend and tell myself, no, I'm good, I'm healthy, I'm good, I'm healthy. But that's just like, you know, kind of putting a band-aid over the situation. That's just like you trying to fool yourself. I mean, literally raising your vibration to the next best feeling that you're having. The worst feelings you could possibly have is honestly fear, guilt, and anger. You know, these are frustrations that happen within you. And first of all, I didn't mention depression. Depression has to be the ultimate, all the way at the end of the spectrum, opposite of what true joy is. And I'm the type of person that when something like this happens, then I overthink about a situation that's negative in my life. I don't get to the state of anger. I surpass that and go to just straight to depression. And what depression does, it's just such a low frequency that it's very difficult for you to even see the light anywhere else around you. And for you to try to get out of there is like kind of, you know you're fooling yourself because you know what you're feeling. But I assure you that you have the power within yourself to change all the realities that you're facing in your life by really having not a doubt in your mind and in your being to feel it within yourself that you want to manifest in your reality. It got to a point that sometimes I feel like my illness is here to teach me exactly this. Teach me that I am in control of my ultimate reality. And even though I get frustration or depressed or angry about the situation, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm aware of it. I just choose to still be in it for a while to learn more from it, if that makes any sense. And and this could be in general for anybody, not just someone with a sickness. It's just my life. It's been chosen to go through these thresholds, through these physical suffering, which is, I think, to the next extreme. And I'm in a point right now where it took me little by little, diminishing the ego, little by little, going within every time. Even when I get desperate, I just have to release and stop the resistance, because you have resistance, and that is the problem with things that are not flowing correctly. You're like trying so hard to be a certain way, but you're not even allowing. You're just resisting. So the moment you let go and you surrender and understand that everything is in divine timing and in divine way, there's really nothing else to fear. There's nothing for you to hold on and cringe to and try to change. It's, change is constant. That's the only true thing there is. So why overanalyze or emphasize on what's going on? Negative events are negative events because you're giving that connotation to it. Everything in life, no matter how dreadful, because of our belief systems, we think should be in a natural state. We are the ones that define what it is that we feel towards that situation. The other day, I went walking to the bank because right now I don't have a car because I got into an accident. And, instead of me, which other times I'm sure I could have been really mad at the fact that, now I have to go walk, now I don't have a car, like just bitching, or just going against like what's going on right now. Instead of doing that, I was just like, I have legs right now. I have legs that I can go and walk to the bank. And it's actually a beautiful thing that people not do anymore. People barely walk anymore. Everyone's just like constant gratification. You get on anything, an Uber, you don't really go places with your legs anymore. Barely. Especially here in Miami. So instead of me being like damned or like pissed off at the fact that I don't have a car to get places, I was just saying like, oh my God, like just walking. I was like being thankful, because that's a key word, being thankful to every experience you have right now. Even if you do know that in your connotation of things, it may be negative, you have to understand that if there would be no downside to things, you would have not been learning from it, and you wouldn't be in the place where you are right now or will be. These sufferings that we all go through, these sufferings and these negative emotions or these negative states that we sometimes cling to are there to serve a purpose, and the purpose is higher than we could ever imagine. And we don't ever see that until way later. The point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, you create your reality, and you have to choose to always follow what feels right to you. That excitement that was in your body, the moment you are faced with a problem, whatever excites you the most is the right answer. People are stuck in a lot of phases in their life because of resistance, because they are not allowing the things to flow the way they should flow. They're afraid, they're comfortable, So then again, I choose this reality of mine to give me more awareness and more awareness and more awareness of where I am and where I want to be and the power within me. Because I am very well aware that my mind and the way I feel is ultimately everything. I've been making these choices for a while. And I don't damn any of it. Some of it is pretty heavy. Some people can't even conceive how I even gone through these things. But God is not going to give you something you can't take. Like, everything that you're going through is because you have to. For more knowing of the self. To know more about yourself. Because I think ultimately that's what we're here to do. I think we're here to fully understand ourselves, the way we function, and what true love and the meaning of unconditional love really is. And for me, is pretty much we are all one, and we all come from one consciousness. We're just experiencing it one at a time. And it's just a beautiful thing to see things as a neutral based state, and then you decide how to take things with your vibration, with your power. You have the ability to choose a higher frequency all the time. So doubting something is already giving it its power. There's been moments that I felt hopeless in my healing process. I felt like nothing would work. And nothing would work if that's what I think. Whatever I put my attention to is what will be. Come to a point that if you really, really believe that a glass of water that you would pray to every day can heal you, that would heal you. Because you're that powerful of a being. We are all so powerful of beings. And we're here to create literally our every desire if we can receive the information through our excitement and follow through. And it's okay to have these ups and downs. It's okay to have these moments of the opposite, because we live in a duality. We live on Earth, and Earth is the major school. And I think it's a great thing. How boring would life be if you wouldn't have things to challenge you, to make you realize things after a while, to shake you up a bit and make you realize that, wow, there's more to this than paying bills or going to a job, or there's way more to things, to life, than just that. And I just want to give you my information, or like my knowledge of what I've been going through. And it's been a month of just self-reflecting and really going within, putting yourself selfishly with integrity. You know, not saying like selfish to do harm to anyone else. Don't ever do harm to anyone else, because you reap what you sow. But selfishly following what you know for you feels good. What really, that little intuition in you that gives you that feeling of goodness, of joy, of excitement, is what you should follow. So whatever it is that you want in your life, for example, me, the moment that I got to this point of healing, I had to really embody myself and knowing that I was healthy, believing it, acting that I was healthy and vital and part of God, because we are. There's no wrongdoing. We're all here because we have to be. There's no broken person. Everyone's doing their job exactly how they're meant to be. So I think it's just about uncovering layers of awareness that I am experiencing through my life. You know, not everybody can relate, but for me, there's nothing more exciting than life than knowing more about me and my existence and all of us together as one. And the way we can all get to connect in a way that we don't feel separate. And that's what I believe in. So on a happy note, after all these turbulences and doctors here and there and just desperation and my sickness, I came to a moment that I'm officially off again, dialysis. And I just need to continue following my bliss. I need to continue knowing what's good for me and giving that love to me unconditionally. I need to fill my cup first in order to fill another. Or not even. Just focus on filling my cup, therefore it can overflow and love will be unconditional to all of those around me. And same with the other person that whoever's in my life can bring to me. We are all teachers and we are all students at the same time. And it's exciting. Let's create.